just haven't advertised it at all. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Zazubaar, and welcome to a very special video because it is the first episode of a brand new show we're going to be doing here on the channel, and one that I'm very excited about because it's something I've been wanting to try and get off the ground for a long time, at least in some kind of form. I'm a big fan of podcasts, and a big fan of people just sitting around a table, whether that table be physical or digital, and just talking about nothing. Just having a good old shooting the shit conversation, because I think they're some of the most interesting and funny and entertaining kinds of conversations there are. Reviews and discussions about stuff is great, but to me, the best part of all that stuff is when they just get totally off the rails and just start having fun with each other. I think that the most entertaining parts of friendship, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Now, the podcast I've been trying to get off the ground for a while now has been Zcast, which I am still going to do, but it's going to get turned into a lot more of an interview show than a normal shooting-the-shit podcast. And I'm going to try and get people I think are interesting, interview them, and talk about specific things. However, this show is a lot different. Welcome, everybody. Men, boys, women, girls, children, everyone on the face of the planet. Welcome to the first episode of the Sons of Serizawa Podcast. Now, who the fuck are the Sons of Serizawa? Well, I'll introduce them now. First things first, we have the almighty Adam Noyce.
Damn fucking right, I'm almighty. I talked 6 hours. I talked 6 hours on a stupid Mass Effect video. Damn right, I'm almighty.
It's almighty and also overproductive.
Yep.
And to the right, we have the complete opposite. We have a man who posts absolutely nothing on his YouTube channel, but somehow we still love him. We have the wonderful Dillion McCandless.
Hi, everyone. And if I might just comment on that, I may have something coming up in the future.
Oh, we may have to talk about that.
I may actually be doing something.
We'll have to talk about that. If you don't mind talking about it on the podcast.
If I can just light a fire under my own ass, but yeah, well,
we'll get to it in a minute.
Fire rises.
The fire rises.
Hey.
And Dylan's just like, yeah, it's lighting my fucking ass on fire.
Oh, so that was Bane's plan all along.
Oh, he's like, I want to light Batman's ass on fire. Bane, that's not really gonna work. He's wearing a flame retardant armor suit.
Oh, he's wearing his
I don't care.
See, that's why he decided to nuke the city, so he could get everyone's assholes in at once.
Oh.
He wanted to light everyone's ass.
You see, Tanya thought he was doing it out of love. In reality, it was
Tanya.
Talia, sorry. And the only reason why, the real reason why he wasn't doing it, he wasn't doing it out of love. He was just wanting to do it because he just wanted to see everybody constipated for the rest of their lives and their colons slowly destroyed by the constant holding of poop.
It's like the opposite of Scarecrow's plan from Batman Begins, because he's like, I am going to reinvent Roz's plan from the first film. Instead of driving everyone crazy by inputting a hallucinogen into the water, I want to put heavy laxatives into the water, thus making everybody extremely, but also put in a tightening agent that will give everybody severe constipation.
And no
but also the dire need to poop. Increase the production of thick feces.
And no preparation H.
Thus, I will have and then, when Gotham is nothing but diarrhea, then you will have my permission to die.
No. You have his permission to shit.
I gotta tell you, there's this one episode of Totally Stupid Shit 101 that we still want to do. Because it's us making fun of a court drama, and the accused eats the evidence. Freaking eats the evidence. And the police guys are like, how can we prove this guy has it because he just ate it? And then all of a sudden it's this dramatic zoom in on the police chief or whatever, and he says, we'll get the evidence back because eventually he has to poop.
It's just him on a toilet, and they're just waiting for him to go. They like keep checking their watches. All right. Well, before we get into anything else, Gorzard is going to be here at some point. He is the other member of the Sons of Serizawa, otherwise known as David Hernandez, and he's going to be here at some point. I've been messaging him. He keeps telling me he's going to be here in 30 minutes. We've been waiting for almost an hour. So I don't know what's happening, but we'll see. Anyway, so he'll be here at some point. Now, what are the Sons of Serizawa? Well, the Sons of Serizawa is a Facebook page that we made basically...
Bill, I just want to say how pathetic that sounded. That is a Facebook page.
We are a Facebook page.
We are a Facebook page. What do we produce? Nothing. Well, now we produce this podcast, so that's something. We're not pathetic. We are badass individuals. No, we're not. We like to think we're badass. We're really not. I mean, look at we're talking about The Dark Knight Rises with a poop plot.
We're fucking dweebs.
I know. Well, that's the beauty of this podcast, is we're all dweebs. But basically, the Sons of Serizawa is a group of Godzilla fans just kind of talking about Godzilla, setting up, recording times and all that stuff. It's just essentially the name of our group who, we talk about Godzilla, we talk about kaiju movies, we talk about films in general.
And no people of YouTube, you are not invited. So don't ask.
Yeah, please don't take that the wrong way. The Sons of Serizawa is really just for us, just because, we're very close friends and we need somewhere to kind of talk to each other en masse. So we thought that would be the best way to do it. So
there is, however, a public page that you can go join called, what the hell is it called?
Toho Nation. There is a public page for fans of Godzilla to talk with each other and basically do the same thing the Sons of Serizawa do, except they're not the administrators. We're essentially the administrators, and that's Toho Nation. That's Gorzard is the main administrator on that page, and you can join that page and post stuff. But please don't post everything you fucking find on the internet. We've been having a big problem with that lately. A huge problem.
We are not the Toho Kaiju Union, goddammit. We are here to promote not only ourselves, but you can promote yourself. If you upload a video to YouTube, you can post it there. But if you find a funny picture on the internet, you don't need to fucking post it on there.
I mean, you can. Just don't post every single one you find. I mean, the fucking Toho Nation page is just nothing but, occasionally someone says something interesting, and then it's 15 dumb photos of Godzilla. It's really annoying, because it's it fills up our Facebook notifications bag, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, our bag, and it's just kind of annoying. But anyway, yeah, you can join the Toho Nation, communicate with other Godzilla fans, communicate with us directly, you can just join the Toho Nation. And coming soon, we'll do a email or individual page just for people who like the Sons of Serizawa podcast. An individual page for fans of that. We'll see. I want to see how well this show does in its first week.
Assuming we have fans.
Assuming we have fans. Assuming someone's fucking listening to this right now.
No. We don't have fans. We have nothing but trolls.
We have trolls, but we love them anyway.
No, I don't.
No, Bill.
Adam.
Nobody's listening to this right now because we're still recording it.
Well, no, here's the thing. The people on my page know I hate them.
That's nice. Adam is such a nice person.
You should just start making that your intro when you start a video, just like, hello.
Everybody know I hate you.
Hello, I am Adam Noyce, and I hate you all.
I don't like you. I hate my own people who like me. Just get away from me.
Well, no, there's the thing. I have this persona, I guess, because Dave knows it. Is that whenever I make a video, I seem to have a persona of a really sarcastic asshole.
Yeah. Wait, that's a persona? No, I'm kidding.
Well.
What? That's not you.
Really. What?
What? Dylan just had a big shock. What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's today.
Charlton Heston. This is my best Heston impression. You ever notice that he does those weird
Yes.
Take your stinky paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Dirty ape. It's like the ape's like, what the fuck was that? I'm constipated. Why are you constipated? That goddamn Bane.
Well, at work today, I had a guy called, and his name was Bane. His last name was B-A-N-E.
Oh my god.
And so I'm just like, Bane? Did you spell that for me? It's like B-A-N-E. And like, in my mind, I'm like, holy fucking shit, it's Bane.
You're just like, Raza.
And then, as soon as I hung up, because my friend looks at me and she likes Batman and she loves The Dark Knight Rises, suddenly we both start going, Dashi, Bother, Dashi.
Oh my god. You should have been like, you should have been like, when Gotham is asses.
When Gotham is asses.
Then you have my permission to shit. She's like, Bane, that's not possible. We'll make it possible. Everyone just turns into a walking butt. When Gotham, you should have been like, when Gotham is ashes. Do I have your permission to die? He would have been like, yes.
Well,
that would have been genius.
If he did, that would have been cool. I've also answered the phone as Gingy from Shrek a couple times.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, at the Ring Theater box office. This is Gingy. How may I help you?
It's like,
Not
I am
the buttons. Not the gumdrop buttons. No, not
David.
that.
Everyone, we have a miracle. David Joshua Hernandez has just popped online. We need that dramatic music.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun!
Oh my god.
Oh
my
God.
God.
Ah!
Oh my fucking God!
So, did you start without me?
Yes, David, say hi to the people.
Why, hello.
Yes.
No, I've been saving for this. Well, howdy, y'all.
David, you owe everyone an explanation. What a fucking bit.
I was on the other side of Vegas, practically at the Strip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were you doing? Do I want to know?
Well, it doesn't involve Asians this time.
Oh, Christ.
Ooh, do tell.
Do tell.
No, I said it doesn't. I wish it did.
Oh,
yeah,
that
that's right. That's right. You're
immediately less interesting.
You're not attracted to anything but Asians. I forgot.
Right.
Uh-huh. There are no Asians here in Vegas, by the way. So it makes it even harder.
Yeah. I gotta bring you out to Long Island then. You'll be in your glory. Especially Manhattan.
Well, the only Asians here are in Chinatown.
Well, there you go. It's like a watering hole for you, dude.
No, you don't realize Chinese aren't really Asians. They're aliens.
Oh, that's not racist at all. Any of our Chinese listeners, please don't take that as offensive. Adam is not thinking straight.
But he is convinced that you are from the planet China.
It's kind of like people from Vermont. They're not from Vermont. They're from the People's Republic of Vermont. They're not.
People's Republic of Vermont.
They're not from Vermont. They're from the People's Republic.
Everyone, I'm not from Carl Place. I am from the 6th Imperial version of Carl Place. The 6th Great Carl Placean Empire. The 6th.
Also known as the Third Reich. Anyways.
Good. Hey, I take offense to that. I am German.
Well, so am I.
Yes. Oh, Christ. Anyway, so yeah, Gorazard has finally joined us, the final member of the Sons of Serizawa. So I think that at this point we should try and the first episode of the podcast, I kind of wanted to take us back to the beginning, if you guys don't mind, for a little bit. Let's tell our secret origin. And it'll be written by John Burns. It'll be really, really good. The art will be gorgeous. And all of our best supervillains will be given new origins.
But then Fox will make a movie out of it and fuck it up.
Oh yeah, this is true. Undisputably true.
Undisputably true.
They'll sew Zazubaar's mouth shut. It'll be a big mess. Anyway.
Oh God! I'll have like red circles around my eyes, so I'll kind of look like my
No.
self.
You guys don't realize the process of making the film version of this is basically going to be like that poster of Gamera and Guiron there, and then.
Oh God!
And that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to be Guiron, and the producers at Fox are going to be Gamera, and they're just having their way with you, Bill. I'm sorry.
No. I think I should be King Kong in that picture where I just look disillusioned with life and have just had my turn. And currently undergoing the process is Dillion.
No, but see, Bill, you'll have the ability to teleport, and you'll have katanas in your arms, so it all evens out, you know.
Oh, good. So I'll get raped, but I'll also have amazing superpowers.
Hey, I'm still waiting for Cthulhu to come out of the ocean because of the BP accident. So
You would think in a movie someone would have taken advantage of that and created a monster based around that incident.
I think it should have been Cthulhu. I just want to say, South Park knew the plot for Pacific Rim before Pacific Rim did, okay? Because there was a hole into another dimension, and Cthulhu and giant monsters came out of that, and I'm just like...
Yeah, that's true. Pacific Rim is essentially the Japanese version of the H.P. Lovecraft mythology.
Oh, God, what if the sequel involves actual Cthulhu?
I would pay... No, Godzilla versus Cthulhu.
No. Well, that's when... And suddenly they have Gordon from Godzilla Final Wars step in randomly, and then all of a sudden they be Guillermo del Toro, if you're listening, take note.
Guillermo del Toro definitely listens to the Sons of Serizawa podcast. It's just isn't this common fact. And Captain Gordon's just like, son, there are two things you don't know about the Earth. One is me. The other is Cthulhu.
Two things you don't know. One is me, and the other the Jaegers.
And it's like all the Jaegers step behind the Gotengo.
Like, yay.
And we're just like, fuck, this is going to be awesome. Oh my God, that would just be an amazing movie.
That's an amazing poster right there.
Oh, we need to make it.
We need to make this movie.
People in the audience who write fanfics, we have just given you gold.
I know. The Godzilla Final Wars cast teams up with the Jaegers.
To fight Cthulhu.
There is no part of this that is bad.
There's no
everything.
It's like when people are like, "Oh, Pacific Rim is just an adult version of Power Rangers," and I'm just like, I see no insult in that. That just sounds extremely badass.
How is that in any way a bad thing? It's just like we've got giant robots punching giant monsters in the face.
Like, on top of that, I don't see no Lord Zed in Pacific Rim. So.
No. You don't realize that you must call him Lord Dez to me because I'm still in Box Cutters land. And
Adam has an unproduced show he wants to do called the Totally Stupendous.
It was the Totally Stupendous, the tremendously stupendous Box Cutters.
And it was just like people running around with actual box cutters fighting people. And the whole villain plot was to have people watch my worst video.
Yes, that's how yes. Well, I mean, it got into this whole huge thing where we were just tearing apart everything we love about movies.
Yeah,
including movies
including our own YouTube channels.
Yes, because the red box cutter would wind up dying, and so it leaves the blue and the green one left, and they're cowards and they don't know what to do because their leader's dead. And so then they're running away in the woods, and suddenly the white box cutter comes, and it's the red one resurrected. And
he's wearing like a toga.
And then you realize that the entire time they've been working for the president, but it turns out that the president was actually Lord Dez, even though I don't know how they didn't connect that because they're clearly played by the same actor, which is me. And
they're just like, I thought it was because we have no budget, and we were just being cheap. Well, yes, but that's a different story.
And then there was this other one that talked about, it was basically commenting on it was when rip-offs were really huge, not in terms of movies, but in terms of, like, products. Like, you had 3,000 different types of Cheez-Its. And it was, and it was, and then it was making fun of that. And what it was somebody takes a bite of a York peppermint patty and goes, I feel like I'm on top of a mountain. And then all of a sudden, he is on top of a mountain, and then all of a sudden the alarm goes off in the peppermint patty factory, and they're like, oh shit, somebody said it. Oh god, we have 24 hours to get him off of that mountain or else he's going to sue our asses. And
no, what about
they send a secret team up there, and in the meantime, you have all these other companies that are imitating your peppermint patty, trying to stop them from climbing the mountain. And it was this whole huge fucking thing.
The guy's just like, I just wanted to enjoy a York peppermint patty.
Oh, well, no. The one that actually started off TSS 101, I gotta tell you about this, was genius. And it turned out, someone was like, this is too good to be a TSS 101 episode. We're going to make it into a movie, and it never happened. I still want to make it, though.
What about the idea I had for What Would You Do for a Klondike Bar? Where it's like this amazing war that goes on, and you know, the whole video, you don't know what exactly they're fighting over, and then they, like, kill someone, and they open a box, and it's just a Klondike
we did something like that. It was called The Chest. And it was these Black Ops people. We were spoofing. This is when Modern Warfare 2 was huge. No, it was Modern Warfare 3. And we were spoofing it. And we had like everybody talking in really horrible British Australian accents. And they were doing this Black Ops mission. And they find the chest and they break it open. There's this huge beam of light. And everyone's like, don't look at it! Clearly spoofing Indiana Jones.
Raiders of the Ark.
And then all of a sudden, everything stops, and a box of Twinkies lands right in front of it.
And they're just like, yes! Which is really funny, because Twinkies, you know, not around anymore.
Actually, yes, they are. Company bought them, and they are coming back!
They just brought,
Delicious
them back,
banana
and the cupcakes, and my god.
Oh my god. Everyone in America is safe.
I recently had my first Twinkie since 2012, and it was a magical experience.
It was. It's a
magical
experience.
You're just like, no, it's like, your wife is just like, because apparently Dylan's married now.
Yes, apparently I wasn't aware of this, but
I'm in fact married.
Well, no, that's how marriage works. You don't realize it's too late until you're like, oh, fuck.
Someone's just like, so Dylan, you're married. You're just like, what?
I am?
Oh yeah, you are married. I didn't tell you. Your wife is right there.
Damn.
And she's like the most ugliest woman ever.
No. You see, a lot of people think that you love Twinkies, which I mean, I am gay, but you think if you love Twinkies, you're gay, and I'm like, well, who doesn't love banana-flavored, cream-filled goodness? I mean, you just take a bite of the Twinkie, and you just instant orgasm in your mouth. And
yes.
I mean, I have never had that experience before except with the York peppermint patty. And because I actually felt like I was on top of a mountain. Sure enough, I was on top of a mountain, but...
But that's irrelevant.
But that's irrelevant.
Adam, I have a different definition of the word Twinkie. When you say Twinkie, I don't think of the food. I think of an Asian that's been whitewashed.
Oh, God damn it, David!
That's my favorite type of Asian. Let me just put that out there.
Oh my God, the Asian women in the audience, because there are Asian women in the audience, are just like, we're done.
We're done.
This show is scaring me now.
This show is showing our true colors.
Essentially, that's essentially the point.
The views of David Joshua Hernandez do not reflect the views of Sons of Serizawa at large.
We should have a little warning logo up, just like disclaimer: the views of David Joshua Hernandez on the state of Asian women does not reflect the views of those of the rest of the Sons of Serizawa. Yeah. Please keep that in mind while listening.
Yeah, bull fucking shit.
Put a subtitle right there saying views are very twisted.
The views are twisted. Everything we say is a lie. Remember that as you're listening.
Remember, the cake is a lie. I love pork.
Apparently so are the Twinkies.
Twinkies.
Oh God. Anyway, so wow. That's why this show is awesome, because we just fucking go off on tangents. Now, I was talking about this before we started recording. basically, we just proved to you why I think this show can work. We just got about 15 minutes out of that whole diatribe about whatever we were talking about.
Twinkies?
Whatever. So it's just like, we just essentially proved to you that what this show, why it works, because I think that these conversations we have that we just let go off the rails are so entertaining. With that said, I do kind of want to take this back to the beginning really quick. We don't have to go into excruciating detail. But this group of people right here, the ones you're listening to, the Sons of Serizawa as they are, started way over a year ago. We may have started the Facebook page over a year ago, but we didn't start. We started the actual group of people. We became friends way before that, almost a year before that even. I mean, we've been talking for almost 2 years now. And the story itself is kind of funny just because of how, quick we all became good friends. And it all started with me and David. So that means everyone else is unimportant. We are the founding fathers, and you are just nothing.
Nah.
We're Starsky and Hutch, by the way.
Yes.
We're Starsky and Hutch. We have the car, too, so don't fucking question us. We just drive around in it, we just fucking, we're the founding... We just yell at random people on the street. We're the founding fathers of the Sons of Serizawa. Bow before us! And they're just like, what the fuck?
I was about to say that. We should just start going into... We should show up at G-Fest all wearing eye patches and just be like, Neil!
Neil!
Oh God, he's foreign. Hello, Neil. Nice to meet you.
I was actually I was considering at one point, if I ever did go to G-Fest, just make a custom shirt saying, I am Gorzard, as if anybody's gonna
People are just like, oh yeah, people will definitely recognize.
We all walk in there with tuxedos, with the eye patch, and we all go, we are the Sons of Serizawa.
Oh, dude, we should so fucking do it. We definitely should. We would own that fucking con.
And they're just who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are these people? Why are they fucking... We've got,
why are they totally ripping off Godzilla and Reservoir Dogs at the same time? First off, that's an awesome idea, but secondly...
Oh my god. We have it's clean white suits. We come in with pimp canes and top hats and monocle and the eye patch.
No.
And I step forward and we're just like, we are the Sons of Serizawa.
But like Inspector Kemp from Young Frankenstein, we need to have a monocle over the eye patch.
And then I'm just like, a riot is an ugly thing. But I think it's just about time that we had one!
We get up on stage and start answering questions, and one of the administrators comes out and he's like, you do not have a panel.
We're just like,
we are the panel.
We are the Sons of Serizawa!
It's like, just imagine we got an email invited to G-Fest.
I would so totally go.
Oh, I would.
I do. I would too. I'd be like, I'm on a panel. People actually are going to give a shit about my opinion. I'm going down there.
Well, people do, and people have at least messaged me about like, oh, dude, you should so go to G-Fest. It's just like I'm just like I would if I had a way to get there.
I would if I had money, but if I was invited down there to have my own panel, damn right, I'd cough that money out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I mean, out of someone else's fucking chest.
Damn right.
People would die so Adam Noyes can get to G-Fest.
And then I'd videotape the whole thing and be like, this is my journey to G-Fest. Love it.
It's just you stalking people and murdering them with your bare hands.
Because I almost went this year, but in the last second, the person that I really wanted to go with me, I don't want to go down there alone.
Yeah, I almost went too, but I didn't get my driver's license in time, or my car. But guess who has a car now? Woo, woo!
Shut the fuck up.
I will not shut the fuck up. But anyway, but yeah, let's just get into where the show came from. So yeah, me and David were the first... We were the first two of this group. I don't know what. I don't know what.
Speaking of establishments, one thing I want to say, Adam, I am very jealous because today I was surfing the net. I just typed in Godzilla on the YouTube search page, and on the second search page, the World War G video we made a year ago pops up. It's on the second page.
The first one or the second one?
The first one where we met you.
Yeah, the first one where we met Super DM.
I was.
Oh, he was such a young baby at the time. No, you were busy that day.
Yeah, and you were lucky you weren't in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it was entertaining, but it's so much of it. It's just like, this is...
World War G2 was amazing, and then World War
G2 is a masterpiece.
World War G3 is my favorite chat we've ever done. I just want to throw that out there. But...
Oh, yeah, mine as well.
Because I love this one comment was like, you guys are talking about jizz for like 2 hours equals a basic. And I'm like, yeah, fucking right. We actually aren't talking about jizz. We're talking in which this tops the jizz scale.
Yeah, and we don't actually talk about jizz. We just talk about the jizz scale, which is an official piece of the Sons of Serizawa. We actually have a legit jizz scale. It's just like, it's a scale with just like a stream of jizz across it.
Damn right.
Oh my God. We have a Geiger counter, but it measures the level of jizz in the area.
To anyone watching this, the views of Sons of Serizawa do not reflect me.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, they clearly reflect me.
Dave was just like, I have nothing to do with this jizz scale you kids are talking about.
Clearly not my idea.
I think that was mine. I was like, on the jizz...
Guys, I just found a picture that totally just tore us apart. Here's what it says. Being popular on Facebook is like sitting at a cool table in a cafeteria at a mental hospital. And Jack Nicholson's underneath it.
That is so true.
I would think that liking your own status is like high-fiving yourself in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God, that's so true. But holy shit. All right, so back to the beginning. David, you and I were the first one of this group who did a video together.
Yeah.
And
it was Man of Steel.
No, it was the Godzilla one.
Are you sure?
It
was Godzilla, then Man of Steel.
We did Man of Steel the day afterwards. It was so rushed. We were just like, and I never even uploaded that chat in full because I lost the data, but it was amazing. So first things first. Someone had messaged me about doing a video specifically about the Legendary Pictures Godzilla design, what I think it should look like. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. But you know what? I want to try an experiment. I want to see if I can get a guest on the channel. I mean, I had Nicola on. I had people in the videos before, but I never had someone over the phone, on the internet, you know, someone I never communicated directly with someone online. And I thought that would be really cool. So I was like, all right, who am I going to have? I was like, oh, because me and you had been communicating for, I think, even over a year at that point through comments and messaging and stuff, just about random stuff, mainly focusing on the Legendary Pictures Godzilla stuff. And I was just like, hey, man, do you have a cell phone? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, all right, give me your number. Let's fucking do a video together. And that's where it started. And I remember, you know, we started doing it. The audio was terrible, but
primitive technology back then. Now we're using Skype.
Yeah, primitive technology.
We have upgraded to 2007.
To be fair, we started it in like 1978 technology. Now we're at fucking almost modern technology. It was the narration recorder on Windows Movie Maker with my cell phone on speaker next to the microphone and David on the other line, and then I was talking in person. It's actually not as bad as you think it is. The way I described it, you think, oh, it sounds like a disaster. I mean, it's clear. You can hear everything he says, everything I say. It's just very distinguishable audio levels. He's really, really soft. I'm like, hi, everyone, I'm Zazubaar.
Oh, wait, I thought you talked like that all the time.
Well, yes, but this was even worse.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. But yeah, so we did that, and then we did the Man of Steel one. And we had talked on the phone even before that. So that was kind of the first chat that sprung kind of the way our community came about, was just, you know, and we just created this whole subgenre of our videos with just chats with people. And that's where that started. It was on Legendary Pictures Godzilla. We covered basically everything that was there at the time. Like, we talked about Gareth Edwards, we talked about Brian Rogers, we talked about everything, basically. I think and it's so funny watching that video now that we know so much fucking more about the movie. But it was really fun. And then at that point, Adam had... See, this is where I get fuzzy. Adam, had we, talked through messaging before that?
You did, because I remember it, because I do remember it, because I'm very happy that I remembered it. I commented on a couple of your... No, the way how I found you through your Godzilla series video, where you did your Godzilla trilogy video.
Right, the one where, yeah.
And I said, hey, that's cool. You and I, we want to make a King Kong versus Godzilla remake. And I basically said, well, here's what my three are, and basically I did a video explaining my series, which is, I look back at that video now, I'm like, holy fuck, I've changed a lot.
Yeah. Same thing with mine.
But, then I saw your chat with Gorazard, and I was like, fuck it, if he could do it, I want to do it.
Yeah, it was definitely a catalyst, and we had done the Man of Steel one, soon after that, and that as well.
And what I did was I personally messaged you. I said, hey, I kind of want to do this chat. I want to do this thing. I'm new to Skype, so fair warning. But I want to do this chat. Actually, I created Skype specifically for this video.
As did I. For the longest time.
Yeah.
My only Skype contact.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay. And you said, okay, yeah, sure, I'd love to do it. And then, which I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, yay. Yeah, you didn't just blow me off.
Yeah, I wasn't, I'd never had anyone offer that before. And I was like, oh, cool, another Godzilla fan, awesome. And I remember the funniest thing about that whole situation was, I had no idea how to use Skype. I must have messaged you 50 times.
Yeah, we were trying to figure it out. It was like, the video was long enough, but we were like 3 hours before that trying to figure out how to freaking use Skype.
Yeah, and the biggest problem for me was I didn't know if I was sending you IMs or not because they weren't popping up. And Adam had this page of just, hey man, I'll be there soon. All the same message, which was basically, I'm going to Wendy's. When I get back, we'll do this thing.
And that was also where the time thing was set up, wasn't it? Wasn't it where we always record these videos at 11 or whatever?
Well, yeah, we always try. Well, yeah, because my work schedule is I get out at 10.
Yeah, you explained that to me. And I didn't really understand that. I didn't get that message until much later, so I kept going on Facebook. I was like, oh, the fucker, he completely blew me off. And then, and then all of a sudden, you showed up, and I was like, oh, fuck, he actually showed up.
Well, I don't even remember if we set it up an exact time, but basically whenever we do videos, it's always at around the time we're recording now at night, which is usually 10:30 because I'm home from work and they're all about to go to bed, so it functions well for me, not so much for them. But anyway, so the story picks up there to October. Me and Gorazard had done the 2 chats. Me and Adam had done 2 chats. We had done the Godzilla one, then we did the one about Planet of the Apes. They're both awesome. They still do very well in view count, so I'm still proud I was part of those. Adam blew my editing out of the fucking water. The 2 chats I did with Gorazard, the editing, especially with the pictures, is just it's one per every 5 minutes, and it's it really has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So Adam blew that out of the water for me. The one thing I was shocked about this in a funny way was, Adam, I thought you were way older than you actually were.
Yeah, I remember that. And then I explained actually you're younger than you. And then I was like, oh my fucking shit!
Yeah, because I was
the same reaction everybody has.
Because I watched your videos beforehand to kind of get a gist of who the fuck I was about to talk to, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's he looks a little bit older than me. Of course I didn't fucking know. So I was like, oh, all right, well, whatever. I can handle myself with people who are older than me. And then I got on the call. I was like, I think you're a little older than me, so you might not know this. And he's like, I'm whatever you were at that point. And I was like, really?
Yeah, I was 15. I think I was 15.
Yeah, because I was 16. I was 16 going on. Yeah. I was 16 going on 17.
The Rogers Hammer signs break out there. I love it. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, I know. I think you remember this because I think you're a little bit older. It's like, actually, you're not gonna believe it, but I'm only 16 or 15, and you're like, what the fuck? And then
So then I was like, oh, cool, I'm the older one. Son, when I was your age, I remember. But yeah, at that point we had done chats, and then it's funny where these two fuckers met never got released. Because Adam had been interested in doing a video with Gorzard.
Based Halloween on, thing was this the?
Yeah, this was the first Universal. We actually posted a remake of this chat recently.
Yeah.
You did?
And I feel really bad because I was much more animated in the original one than that one because I wasn't feeling good when we recorded.
Yeah, remember the CGC Spotlight on Universal?
I don't remember.
No, the one I posted it on fucking Halloween. The one where we did, this is our thoughts on Dracula. Remember?
No.
Maybe.
Oh, fuck. God damn it, Gorzard. No.
We've done so many chats practically talking about the same movie over and over again. It's lost its meaning.
You know what, dude? Fuck you. I know every single chat. No, I don't, actually.
I do.
I could probably, if I thought about it, I could, but I'm like, because I was like, I had to think, I was like, we did 2 chats before that. Oh, no, wait, Adam, I think when did we do Kongorama? Because you posted that way after.
Was actually, God, hell yeah, I actually think we recorded Kongorama before that, because it took me forever to goddamn edit that.
Yeah, because I remember it was you posted it way after we did it.
Yeah.
But I think it was before you two had met. So what happened was, before we even did the Planet of the Apes one, we were talking and we were just like, we should, because we found out we were both Universal Monsters. If you listen to that first Godzilla chat, me and Adam had done the same thing with me and Gorzard. It's so funny because it's us discovering how similar we are in terms of our fandoms.
It's really funny listening because I listened to both of them. I listened to you and Gorzard's first, and I was like, God, these guys are kind of geeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I remember the revelation of being like, oh, fucking hey, yes, I'm not alone anymore.
Yes, indeed. And then what happened was we were just like, because originally it was either to do the Universal chat or do a Planet of the Apes chat, and I remember we were actually going to have Gorzard on the Planet of the Apes one.
We were. Yeah.
And okay, this is wow, this is all coming back to me now.
Oh my God.
We were gonna have Gorzard on the Planet of the Apes one, and then we found out he had only seen the first movie.
So we're like, oh, okay. And then I think we were going to invite you to Kongorama, and you couldn't show.
Yeah, well, then I think Kongorama was afterwards, because Gorzard, I remember we planned to get you on there, so I'm wondering, alright, so the Universal chat must have been before that, because I remember Kongorama, we had all talked. I don't know if you guys have different memories, but I remember Kongorama, when we were planning that, it was like, okay, we'd all talked before. So I think the Universal one was right after Planet of the Apes. And at that point, yeah, the unreleased one.
I remember meeting Adam through the unreleased Universal Monsters chat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the one where I met Gorzard, and it's funny. I had with you, Gorzard, like not talk, but I messaged you quite a bit through your Gorzard 6 channel.
All the way back when he was
was it 6? Was it 6?
It was 6. I remember. It was either 5 or 6. No, it was Gorzard 5. No, it wasn't. It was Gorzard 5.
Are you sure? Because 6 is in the title of the Legendary Pictures Godzilla video.
No, I remember Gorzard 5. And that was because I found Gorzard before I found you, Bill.
Oh, okay.
And I just kind of kept pushing Gorzard off as someone who just liked Godzilla stuff and uploaded everything that I liked hearing. And I was like, finally, somebody else likes this shit, too.
Right.
And so that's how, and then all of a sudden I found you after, and then suddenly I saw you doing the video with Gorzard, and it's like, oh my God, that's Gorzard. I remember Gorzard. And then...
Yeah, I think that's the first time you'd ever talked on video before.
Yeah.
Me? Or...
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, because I remember back then, I used to review movies through Windows Movie Maker text. I'm kind of embarrassed by that now.
Right, yeah, I remember. Well, I mean, it's not even, you go through channels like fucking water, so it's like, no one remembers. Except us, because we stalk you. No, we like to know everything about our friends before we become friends.
Oh yes, I ran extensive background checks.
Yeah. And you're just like, David, I found out some things about your past that you may not be happy with, and you're just like, shit. But yeah, so we met through the Universal chat, which was a blast. That chat was really good. The only problem was the audio.
Yeah, the audio sucked.
The audio was bad, and the reason was, and it's funny because we actually did the first couple ZGCs like this too, was Adam was on Skype and Gorzar was on the cell phone. And it was bad, because the microphone... Okay, so this is back before the days of Pamela, or at least the days before I had Pamela. And I remember Pamela... Pamela didn't come into my life till recently, but I was still using the narration thing on Windows Movie Maker. And I had... we had Adam on Skype, and then Gorzar was on the cell phone. So... both of them are constantly shifting levels because either the microphone is moving or I'm moving them so they can both hear each other. Because what you guys have to realize, I'm talking to the listeners here, what you guys have to realize is not only are you, the listeners, hearing David on the phone, so is Adam.
Yeah.
So Adam is hearing Gorzard through two microphones.
And it fucking sucked.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was really rough. Because I remember at one point I walked out of the room and I'm like, are these guys going to be able to talk to each other? And I don't even know if you guys are able to get your ideas across to each other. There was definitely a lot of audio hiccups, but it worked. And then that's where we kind of got off and running, and we became really good friends. And that at that point it was October, and we started planning ZGC around December. I guess it was December, but we had been friends before that, and we were talking. And at that point, the story kind of goes through a little bit of a drought because nothing really interesting had happened except for me and Adam continuing to do videos together, talking on Skype. These are where Adam and I's legendary 3-hour Godzilla conversations would happen, where we would do nothing but argue.
I'm pretty good at arguing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember these epic conversations we would have. It's like, fuck you! This is the best Godzilla suit!
Oh, yeah. I remember you and I getting in a fight over... There's two distinct fights, I remember. One, the 62 Godzilla suit, and then 2, Godzilla versus Hedorah.
Yeah, those, because we have such differing opinions on those two things.
I always found your arguments between the Godzilla suits so amusing because, personally, I didn't care about Godzilla suits. All I cared that as long as Godzilla looks like Godzilla, I'm fine with it.
We're just like, no, his head is too flat. No, he's goddamn too fat. His spines are too weird.
And David's just like, I don't give a fuck.
He looks like Godzilla.
Oh, that fucking son of Godzilla suit, though. Anyway, it springboarded out of that. And this is long before I had met Dillion. I mean, I had seen him in the comments, quite a bit, but I didn't know who he was, or I didn't even know he did his own videos at that point. And Dillion, at this point, since we kind of have this drought right now in the story between the Universal thing and then ZGC starting up, do you remember how you found our channels?
Yeah. I was just on YouTube looking up Godzilla stuff, and I came across you and Adam's chat, and I watched that.
Oh, okay. So it was that chat that springboarded you into it.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost you for a second. I was like, I asked you a question, there was no answer, and you were just like, Adam answered for you. He was just like, yes.
Yes.
Dillion at this point would say yes. Anyway, so you had found us through that, and then the story springboards into ZGC. ZGC, for those of you who don't know, which I'm pretty sure everyone who would be interested in listening to this podcast probably does know, Adam, David, and I did a show for quite a while. It ran from January to September of last year, called ZGC Monthly Reviews, which was basically, long before I'd even met Adam, David and I had been bouncing around doing a regular show together because we had so much fun talking. And the one that we came up with was the show Lost, Found, But Never Filmed, which became a segment on ZGC later, which was just us, because we both had this really, really strong fascination with movies that never got made. I mean, David, of the two of us, David has the stronger fascination, but I did as well. Godzilla movies never got made, Spider-Man, superheroes, Batman, just all these different things that we were fans of these movies that never got made. We wanted to do a show about it, and then it never happened, and then we met Adam, and I was like, we need to do a regular show. Fuck it. And so we came up with the concept for ZGC, which was basically, all right, we do a movie, we review it, and then we do a segment about movies that never got made. And I remember the funniest thing was that we planned out every single movie we were going to review for a year.
We completely said, fuck it. No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we planned out every single movie for a year.
That's why the first opening made absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah, because it's footage from all the movies we were going to review, and the first one that wasn't planned was, I think it was hold on, let's think. So it was Gorgo, Mario Brothers, Tron Legacy, Avatar. And then, what was after Avatar? Shit.
To the list, to the playlist.
Oh no, Gamera. It was the Heisei Gamera trilogy. No, it wasn't. We planned that one too. Heisei Gamera. Adam, you took your hiatus, so then the first one after that was Godzilla 98. Batman Year One was the first one we didn't plan. Because we did this trilogy called, we didn't have a title for it. It was essentially us reviewing movies that one person had seen, two hadn't, and we started that out with mine, which was Batman Year One, and the one I had originally picked was Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, which we were all just like, we don't want to watch.
I didn't want to watch it. I was like,
I didn't want to watch it either. I didn't want to rewatch it, and then I had to come up with something because Gorzard and I had seen a lot of the same movies, so it became a problem of just like, hey dude, have you seen this? He was like, yeah. I was like, fuck. Because at that point it was me, him, and then a guest every month.
Yeah, and then there was me, who was like, no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So in a lot of it I did, I'll be honest, I felt kind of like this third wheel, because I was like, I have no nostalgia for this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more of the guy, like I had to take the video down, but Gorzard and I, for our 1 year anniversary, which is hilarious, our 1 year anniversary since we did our first chat together, we did our top 10 favorite movies, and his is full of... What?
That was me and you.
Yeah. And then...
You said Gorzard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's
I was like, wait, you guys did a 1 year anniversary video? Where was I?
But yeah. And you were like, you had all these movies listed out, and I listed like my top... It got to my top 5, and you're like, I've never seen that. Heard of it, never seen it, never heard of it, never seen it, never heard of it, and then it was like your entire list. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
And then by the ending, I was like, oh, I'm kind of glad I took it down, because I was like, oh.
Oh, you took that video down?
I had to.
Copyright.
Copyright, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I remember the first couple you would use trailer footage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why.
It's fucking trailer music. It's fucking trailer video. Never mind.
Who gives a fuck, right? It's so stupid to me. I'm surprised the episodes of ZGC haven't been fucking flagged, because the first couple are all footage, especially Tron Legacy.
I know.
I am so shocked that video didn't get flagged, because it's nothing but footage from a torrented version of the movie. Anyway, so we did ZGC. We did it for a couple months. I really liked it. I really enjoyed doing it. I think we all did. Just the biggest problem that came up was it was a really rigid thing to plan out for a couple big reasons. One, we all have very distinct schedules. And the other wrench in that thing, Gorzard lives in a different time zone than we do. So it's a little bit difficult to plan out when we're going to do videos. We had found the best way we had found was doing it at 10:30. And we talked about this a little bit earlier, where the usual time we do videos is 10:30. But that, and that was okay because I got out of work and then they had, nothing going on usually. So it was good. But, stuff gets thrown in there, and what makes it even more difficult is we have to watch the movie and pick out a movie that never got made each month.
It just became a gigantic clusterfuck.
Yeah, it just became a chore.
And with everything that was going on in my life, that's why I took a hiatus after, I think it was the Gamma video.
The Gamma video was your last video until fucking Waterloo.
Which was the last episode.
So we did it. No, the last episode is the Spotlight on Universal.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Otherwise, yeah, the last official episode is Waterloo. Okay. So we went until October, and the movie we were going to do for October was The Green Slime.
Oh, we still need to watch that movie. I still want to get you all together to watch that movie. It is so good.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so what happened was our schedules just would not fucking align. But before we actually get to the end of ZGC, I want to get to David is not here at the moment. Anyway, so before we get to ZGC, I actually want to get into World War G, the original World War G chat, because that was another big moment in the story of the Sons of Serizawa. So let's get into that.
Just to go to how I sort of entered this whole clusterfuck of a situation. It's interesting because I'm actually the second oldest person in the group, but in terms of YouTube experience, I'm the baby.
Yes, you are. You're the little baby. Oh, look how cute he is.
But, so yeah, I had found that chat between you guys, and then I became fans of you individually, went off and watched all your stuff or whatever, and just left comments and things, and then one day out of the blue, I look at my messages, and Adam wants me to be in this chat. So I say,
all right. Yeah. It was World War G.
So I say,
I sent basically an email blast out to a bunch of people. It was people that were following my videos, and
right.
Of course Gorzard and Zazubaar because they're awesome. And you couldn't make it, Bill couldn't make it, Dave could make it, and everybody else made it. And we did this video, and it was one. I thought we shifted off a conversation way too much. And two, I thought there was too many people.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I learned that the most you should put on a chat is 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5 is usually... Yeah, even then. Usually the golden number is 3.
Yeah.
But you can... 4 or 5 is usually okay as well. Like, this show, is fine, because, we don't talk over each other, and it's, it's not a clusterfuck. It's just us talking.
And then, of course, we had World War, because I was completely shocked because I woke up the next day after uploading and I had like a 600 view count, which was huge.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And all of a sudden I was like, okay, so I clearly got something here. And basically, and I hate to say this, but the secret was I looked at the comments and people that were talking about I invited back. But people that were talking about certain parts of the videos, like Super DM was one. Of course, Gorazard was another one, and then, of course, there was me. Those two people were the ones that I'd bring back for World War G2.
Right. Well, the people who had the best...
Yeah. That was when last year's Comic-Con came out. That was World War G2.
Which was the first time I talked to Bill in person, because we had been communicating through messages on something else.
Yeah, let's get it. Oh, I'm sorry, I fucking forgot that. That's another big part of the story is the Godzilla gang. Dillion, it was pretty long before we ever met, had written me the Villain Gang pilot, which is on my channel. Check it out. Advertisement.
Plug.
Yeah, well, the series is coming. Soon, too. There's a big thing I'm actually going to announce at the end of this video. That's a sad thing. That's going to lead into the good thing of that show coming out more quickly.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see. You guys are probably like, what the fuck, Bill? But I have a reason. Okay.
You pulled an Adam. You have a reason.
Yeah, I do actually have a reason this time. And it's kind of anyway. So. Me and Dylan have been communicating about the Godzilla gang, and I just kept putting off recording the actual video. And it eventually got to the point where I had gotten the voice actors, and ironically enough, guess who fucking does the video? Adam and David and me. Or the main voice actors in that video. David, of course, was Hedera, and then Adam was Gigan and I was Ghidorah and Gamera. And what had happened was I just never got to filming it. We had done the voice acting, and then we finally got to film it in September of last year. But anyway, before I go on another tirade, so me and Dillion had talked. I had wanted to talk to him personally because I kind of got the sense that he was a cool guy through the messaging, and we had finally met with World War G2, which was kind of Adam thinning the herd a little bit on perfecting the World War G formula. Even then, it wasn't perfect though.
Oh,
yeah, because I mean,
World War G3, we're never going to be able to top World War G3.
We might. Well, I mean, World War G3 is the closest thing to perfection we've ever done.
Whenever the movie comes out and we make like a 5-hour review where half of it is just us jizzing all over the camera, then I'm pretty sure we can.
There's a lot. Here's the thing you don't know about World War G. There's a lot of jizz involved.
A lot of jizz.
A lot of jizz. But yeah, World War G2 is where I met Dillion, and he had met me, and I was like, oh, cool, I finally get to meet this guy. And
of course, back then I had terrible audio.
World War II, when we got done recording, was where we came up with the idea of Sons of Serizawa.
Right, but before I get to that, I just want to say this. He stuck out to, you stuck out to me as someone with a very unique sense of humor. And this is the, one of the biggest reasons why I have you in so much of my stuff is because I love your sense of humor. It's very similar to mine, but the thing that you have that I just cannot do is this amazing dry wit and this incredible dry sarcasm, and I love it. And it's something that I could never hope to have. I'm too energetic, and that's part of my downfall is people kind of get sick of the energetic. So that's why I love having you there, because you're this wonderful person to bounce off of who just has this very calm, collective dry wit, and I love it. And it's this great dichotomy that we have, and that's why I think some of the two live shows we've done together are really, really fun. So that's why I had kind of gotten attached to you and brought you more into my stuff. Where I was like, hey, help me write an entire story of the Godzilla gang.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's another story. We'll tell that some other time. The Godzilla gang is another interesting story we could talk about as well. We'll do that, and I'll have you in some of my videos. I want you on my Pacific Rim panel. All this stuff, just because I love your sense of humor, dude. And that's why we brought you into the group, was just because we love your sense of humor. And you're of course very knowledgeable about Godzilla. You're a great guy. So that's how he got put in. Was because we met him through the chats and we loved him. So what happened was after World War G2, we came up with two ideas. We came up with the concept of doing a Facebook group. And we came up with two ideas: Godzilla Nation and the Sons of Serizawa. I don't know who came up. I know the Sons of Serizawa title was a mix of mine and David's titles.
Well, it was a mixture of that. What we did.
At one point, I threw out the idea for the Serizawa Society.
Yeah.
Right, and then I was like, oh, the Sons of Serizawa. So it was a mix of ours, of mine, David, Dillon's, and then Adam had, of course, thrown in his input as well.
Not really, because I was just like, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, we just wanted to do we wanted to have a name to our community, because at that point, this is July of last year, we had built a semblance of a YouTube community, kind of like what the Nostalgia Critic has, kind of like what Geekvolution has. We had built some sort of fan base around this Godzilla stuff, and around other stuff as well, Batman, all this other stuff that we're all fans of, and it was fantastic. And I was like, we need to do something with this. We can't just keep making random videos. We have to put a label on it. And we all love Sons of Serizawa, but I think it was me and David who just could not agree on a title. So it came down to we basically drew straws, and someone. I really don't want to mention this person's name because it wouldn't be fair to make them the villain of this story. So I won't mention their name. But someone who was also on World War G2, so I guess that kind of says who they fucking are. But whatever, I still won't mention them by name. Just I don't want to make them the villain of the story. They got the pick of the name, and they got to choose what the group was going to be called. So out of that, Godzilla Nation was born. Which was the main group for maybe 2 weeks. Because the problem was we wanted it just for us. This Facebook group was to both promote us and to give us a name. And I know that sounds very egocentric, but we didn't want it.
That's why what makes these videos hilarious is the fact that we are completely, we're always like, I'm right.
We're all Hollywood assholes who have nothing to do with Hollywood.
Yes.
Well, that's part of the joke is we're all so full of ourselves, though we're really not. But the Godzilla Nation was born out of that. The problem was we just wanted that for ourselves. We wanted that as us in kind of a... It was almost like we pitched it as the secret society for awesome Godzilla fans. So that's what...
Which it's obviously not so secret now.
No, it's not secret anymore. But I mean, the Sons of Serizawa came out of just being for us. But the Godzilla Nation thing turned into a community. I was actually kind of glad that we had Godzilla Nation as a direct way for the fans to communicate with us, and because I really didn't like that name. I gotta be honest, I did not like that name. So I was just like, all right, fine, let's just leave that to the fans. So because we were complaining that the person who had created the group was inviting all these other people in, and we just didn't want that. So we were just like, all right, well, let's boot them out, but kind of keep them in.
We were like, let's make a secret society within a secret society.
Yeah, we're going to make a secret society within a secret society.
And we're not exaggerating, because that's exactly what we did.
That's exactly what we did. We created the Sons of Serizawa page completely in secret. And it was just, although Dillion doesn't have a Facebook, he was part of it too. It was me, Adam, and David, and then Dillon's kind of the silent son of Serizawa.
Yes.
He's there in spirit, he's not there physically. And we consider him part of all the planning and whatever we decide to do. But he's not there on Facebook itself. We talk to him on Skype and he's in the videos, but he's not on the Facebook page.
They have to either text me or Skype me or YouTube chat me.
Yeah. We phone, computer, whatever we have. We try to get a hold of you. Just like, hey, is this okay? You're just like, it really doesn't affect me.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Why not? I give my stamp of approval. So that's what happened, and that's how Sons of Serizawa was born, and we basically used it as a way to talk to each other. What I love about it is it's direct communication to both of you at the same time. Because otherwise, I have to text David and message you on Skype. So it's easy, because we both have Facebooks, so it's like, okay, I can just go right to this page, say, hey guys, is this time okay? And you're like, yes, awesome, we're doing it. So it's a lot easier, it's a lot, and of course, we have a cool name and stuff, and we have a motif. It just became really great.
It's all about the cool name, you guys.
It's all about the cool name.
One of these days we need jackets.
We all are wearing white tuxedos, and we're wearing an eye patch and a monocle and walking into the next G-Fest.
Technically part of the tuxedo is a jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
No, it shouldn't say Sons of Serizawa, it just should say SOS on it.
Yes. Everyone, you should petition for us to get a panel on G-Fest. And no, guys, we'll do a live podcast at G-Fest from the parking lot.
Yeah.
We'll do a tailgate podcast.
It's not a terrible idea, actually.
That's not a terrible idea.
That's not a terrible idea.
Because I to be real for a second, we don't have a big enough audience to get our own panel.
No.
Just don't. I mean, we have a nice audience and we have great people in it, and we have we have great people in it, but it's not sizable enough to warrant a whole room in G-Fest devoted to us. But it's like we're gonna do one of the parking lot. Is that okay? Yeah. We have no power over that. So yeah, definitely. To get real for just a second. But anyway. What's real in this life? Nothing is real. It's hilarious because now it's just me and Adam.
What?
Dillion is BRB and David is BRB. So who knows? It's just us two for the moment. But anyway, to finish up the story, Sons of Serizawa became that. We continued doing ZGC until October. The reasons why that died, basically three things. We all had very rough personal lives at that time. and we had tough schedules. I had started doing a weekly podcast on Sid Part 2's channel, which was very demanding at the time, and is still demanding. So that's kind of why the show died. And the biggest problem was not getting together. It was we have to watch a movie and do research on another movie in order to do it. So it just became a hassle to do it, and it kind of stopped being fun a little bit. It almost became like a job, and I was like, I don't want something like this to be a job.
Well, no, you see, I didn't have that feeling at all because, of course, most of it fell on your shoulders because you're the one hosting the damn thing. But mine was just a whole. I was wicked depressed. I mean, I was really finding out who I was. I mean, you can actually really. I hear it in 2 videos, especially how my mood was different. I heard it in the Gamera ones. Like looking back at it now, I mean everything's okay now. But looking back at it now, I was re-listening to the Gamera one, and I could really tell I was depressed listening to it because my voice I didn't sound as like. I don't really know how I sound, but I didn't sound like that in that video.
You didn't have the Adam energy that you have.
The negative energy. And then the one that was really apparent in, and I almost didn't come to the video, but I said, no, I got to, was the remake to the Universal one. Yeah. The remake to the Universal one, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, and he was not... Yeah.
So that was essentially why... That was why I took my leave,
and why I was the big linchpin. I was like, guys, DGC's done, and David was just kind of going. Yeah, Adam was kind of David was kind of like, I'll go along with whatever. But he was also David. Are you here now?
No.
I'll take that as a no. Everyone keeps bouncing out. Dillion, are you back? No. So it was just me and Adam. All right, whatever. It's not like we have nothing to talk about. Yeah, it was just a big hassle, and I don't know. I just kind of stopped. I kind of stopped enjoying. I mean, I still loved talking.
That I was working on Lake of Death too, which that wasn't helping at all.
That as well. We both had, and of course, I had Geeky Gentleman going on. And I had other stuff, and just it was. And I had started senior year of high school. Adam was starting junior year, which is even more rough. And David is back.
Is he?
Did anyone keep count?
Okay.
There you go. Now he's count. Now he's back. And luckily, because I was actually just about to get to your part in the final parts of the story. So we were just talking about how we came up with the whole thing with Sons of Serizawa. Kind of told the story about the Godzilla Nation debacle.
Godzilla Nation.
Where we are. What?
Godzilla Nation was my idea, by the way.
Yeah, well, we won't villainize you know who. But what happened was, we're at the point where ZGC was falling apart, and our schedules were just becoming too much. It was our schedules. It was I was doing Geeky Gentleman, Adam was doing Lake of Death, just all this different stuff. It just led to the end. And the other thing was David got a fucking job.
Fuck jobs.
David got a job. Where were you working at that time?
I was at McDonald's, but I was rolling in paper. Now I'm broke.
Yeah.
I was rolling in paper.
I was rolling in paper from a job at McDonald's.
Yeah, you wouldn't be broke if one for the fact that you spend all your money on Toho Blu-rays, but...
That was a worthy investment.
Yes, it was. I will admit that. Yes, it was.
That's an investment. He's going to make his money back for sure.
I invested into a subscription to the Criterion Collection, so I have all of their DVDs now. But
oh, did you? Okay, that's awesome. I have two.
I absolutely love Criterion. And you know what? There is actually enough of an audience for Return of Godzilla now for Criterion Collection that they are seriously considering doing a release.
Oh, they better fucking do it.
Because they're like, they said in the message that I got, it's like they've never seen such like a cult audience for anything like this before.
Oh, they'll make their money back. Because I mean, if they did well on the Godzilla Blu-ray, they did very well. They did very well. I mean, I bought it opening day. And oh my god,
Well,
that is...
to a lot of people to the Criterion Collection. I was introduced to Criterion way before that.
No, I was introduced to it through the Godzilla thing. And then I have two of them. I have the Island of Lost Souls, and I have the Godzilla Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have Kwaidan, Human Condition, Godzilla. I have Battle of Algiers. I mean, I have just about all of them actually now. Because
how many have they done? Like 20 or?
Oh, Jesus Christ, no, they have like hundreds of films.
Okay.
They even released, the Criterion Collection released The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Oh, that's a weird one. It's so recent.
Well, no. Here's the thing with Criterion Collection. A lot of people just think that they release old movies. Not true at all. They release movies that they deem worthy of being remembered.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they do everything.
And Godzilla's worthy of being remembered.
Yes. That proves it.
That proves it right there.
That proves it right there. Yeah, I mean, I think that is the best home release for a movie ever. Just in my opinion. At least what I own. It's the best home release for a movie ever.
Going back to that deemed worthy thing, I just want to say to he who shall not be named, I know he's not going to watch this, but still I just want to say to take that up your ass.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'm a little lost. Here, David, write it in the text bar.
He who shall not be named. You don't know who he shall not be named? We're talking about Voldemort, of course.
Oh, of course.
Naturally.
I'm not going to spell the full damn thing.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that dude? Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed now. I was like, oh, that's it?
That
I mean,
guy? Lame.
Oh, who the fuck? See, that dude annoys me. You know what? Fuck it. We'll say his name.
That asshole.
I'll say his fucking name because he is fucking annoying me. Tiraksui.
Is that how you say it? I thought it was Tiraksui.
I don't know. Let me just say this. Who the fuck is this kid?
We found out me and a couple of G fans found out he's actually a troll. He got, I told Super DM this, he got blocked from Wikipedia for vandalizing the Zilla wiki page and a few dinosaur articles. He thinks they're not extinct, and he says that the extinction is just a matter of opinion.
What this dude has been over glorified to has the Joker taught the internet nothing? If you give these people these like grandiose personalities, whether they be negative or positive, they will be remembered. It pisses me off because I'm just like, just let this kid die in a dark corner on the internet.
Yeah, because I mean this guy is like the most infamous Godzilla troll on the internet. Like, I see his name popping up all over YouTube. I see it on fucking DeviantArt. I see it here. I see it there.
I haven't had any contact with this guy.
You're lucky, Adam. You're lucky. I had an endless argument with this guy. Actually, when I started my job, and the thing I remember about the arguments is like, after I would put my reply back to him, I would be like, what's the next stupidest thing this guy's gonna say?
I had an encounter with him as well. Yeah,
but I actually put a video out there warning people to like not argue with these people, and I still do this. Like every time I go to like some video involving Zilla 98 or Legendary's Godzilla, and someone is engaging in an argument with him or his sock puppet accounts, I message the guy he's arguing with saying, "Hey, dude, don't waste your time with this guy," and I show him proof that he's a troll.
He must have a basement devoted to the operation of trolling the Godzilla fan base because this kid just needs to just go in a corner of the internet and digitally die.
He needs to fucking die now.
Well, here's the thing. It gets to the point where people make accounts to criticize him, and I'm just like, don't do that. You are part of the problem then. Because you are whether you agree with his opinion or not, you're glorifying it. You're putting it up as you're giving it weight. Don't give it weight, okay? That's the biggest problem is you're like, oh, he said this. Just like, well, just don't fucking worry about it. His opinion is stupid, and his facts are just wrong. So it's like, just let him die in a corner of the internet and stop giving him, like, weight by someone has a t-shirt of this fucking kid. I'm just like, why?
What? Really?
I saw a t-shirt. I swear to God. I saw it.
I hope it's fucking fan-made. Please.
I hope. Well, obviously it's fan made, but I really hope it's not like. I hope it was. Yeah, I hope it was fake or
I
something.
didn't know there was a T-shirt.
I swear to God, I saw one. I saw a meme about him. I'm like, don't make him a meme.
Okay, that may have been my fault. I did create a meme inspired by his criticism. I put it up on Toho Nation and the Toho Kaiju Nation, doing a side-by-side comparison of Zilla 98 and Zilla 2004, and saying it's Zilla, not Godzilla, because Toho says so, and I put the copyright icon at the middle. So I think I created that.
Well, no. It was something. No, it was something specific. Where like Turok Sui said what, and it was this face of Godzilla looking shocked. It was funny, but I'm just like, don't glorify this kid. Don't put him up on a pedestal because then he is.
I remember that meme, and I remember laughing my ass off at it because I didn't get it. So I was like,
yeah, it's funny.
I never ran into that guy. I'm pretty sure he commented on a couple of my videos, but whenever I get like one of those troll comments, I ignore him. Like, yeah, I just don't reply to him. I'm like, fine, you're the one that wasted your time and watched a fucking video.
Yeah, just devote their lives.
Oh, Adam, if I had such the strong will as you, because, okay, Bill knows this so much. I am a huge advocate against Zilla 98 and its followers.
David is the anti-troll. He is the anti-troll.
Here's what I do as well. You're basically, Dave, you're basically the Charles Bronson in Death Wish to us and Godzilla. Anyways, you're the vigilante. But
yes, I love Charles Bronson.
I know. Anyways, here's some guy commented on my Godzilla audiobook, and he said it's horrible writing, which I have to agree with him. But
oh jeez.
And here's the thing, he did it very meanly. He was very mean about it. And I was very happy that I had quite a few people defend me on it. But I commented on him, and I was being totally sarcastic about it. I was like, oh, please do enlighten me. Oh, by the way, you used the wrong two. And oh, by the way, you used the wrong this, that, and the other. And then some guy also tore him apart because he quoted a sentence that was horribly written. And it was because I used two different types of verses in it. But, did somebody say verses?
Oh! But here's the thing. I used to do it too, and I don't anymore, partially because I have a wide enough, group of people following me where it's like if I do it to these specific people, it's like I'm glorifying these assholes where I should be, thanking the people who follow my stuff. You know what I mean? It's like I respond to the haters, but not to the people who are like, "Oh, good job." It's not fair to me. So I always try to respond now to positive stuff and try to ignore negative stuff.
Right. I've done the same thing because back in the days, 4 years ago, I was so passionate about Godzilla, and I had extreme pleasure in arguing with these Zilla fanatics for no reason. But now, now I've grown to accept that, okay, Zilla 98 has a fan base and I can't change nothing about it. But we won this war because Legendary is rebooting the real Godzilla. On top of that, Wikipedia recognizes Zilla 98 as Zilla, not the American Godzilla. So we won that war on so many angles. And Matt Frank even confirmed it himself on his DeviantArt page that Toho has acknowledged the character overall as Zilla and future incarnations as Zilla, including the 1998 creature. So yes, there's a third plus right there.
Well, here's my thing. It's just like there was never any war to me because I'm just like it was a shitty remake of an amazing character. It's like to me, it's like all right. It's almost as bad as if like there were Batman and Robin fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, there are.
But
actually, that's exactly what they were because Batman and Robin fans. That's a perfect parallel because they were both coincidentally made around the same time. Batman and Robin was from 97, right? And Zilla was from 98. So there's that whole year apart thing.
Well, it's that coincidence. I think that.
It's a global.
It was a huge Hollywood conspiracy.
It's a big global
Everything's
conspiracy,
a goddamn
you guys.
conspiracy. It was part of the government.
Yes,
the
government
the Department of Homeland Security to rape our childhood.
Well, it's the thing is because it's a nostalgic period for a lot of this current generation, and I'm included in that. And some people just cannot reconcile the difference between nostalgia and critically good. It's a big problem, and it annoys the fuck out of me.
It's a clinical disease. There is treatment for it.
Yeah, we call it getting...
What?
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 You know what it's called?
Adam said
it's called
butt.
getting...
Adam said butt. I want him to finish his butt.
But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, there is treatment. There is treatment for it.
What was I going to say?
There is treatment for this horrible disease called nostalgiaism, but unfortunately, a lot of people find it to be a religion. It's kind of like Scientology.
And it's only available.
This ought to be good.
It's only available in Milwaukee, and you have to go to like this rundown church. It's really not that good.
It's really not that good. And you know, I to those people who can't separate nostalgism and critically good, I just want to tell you right now, from a former nostalgiaist, I just want to tell you it does get better.
It does get better.
It gets better. There is people you can talk to out there who can help you through these horrible times, because yes, this is a sickness, and you can get over it. It takes time. You may experience horrible days of just shaking because you're suffering from withdrawals, but you can get over it, and it does get better. And
yes.
I completely tore apart that campaign. Let's get back to the
Someone trolls the campaign. You're just like, you have to go through this treatment.
Well, you're the one that has to go through it.
Yeah, but I'm just like this. Fuck this kid. It's just back to Taroxway. Just I think he needs to. Everyone just needs to stop giving his opinion weight, and just let his opinion die in a dark corner of the internet.
It's dead. It's dead already. For some reason, he just randomly disappeared. I do some scouting every now and then on Zilla 98 videos and Godzilla 2014 videos just to see if he's doing anything suspicious, if you know what I mean, so I can correct the error. And of course, I haven't seen him around lately, so he's gone.
Yeah, he seems to have disappeared right after all this stuff happened, like over on Wikipedia. He just sort of dropped out of the ether.
Maybe one of Wikipedia's associates contacted a hitman.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe. Wikipedia has a lot of power. I'm telling you. Wikipedia has so much power. They can put fucking hits on you, man. You got to be careful with it.
Yeah, they hired a guy named Silly Eddie, and he took him out.
That's hilarious.
I mean, think of this: Wikipedia, WikiLeaks. You know, coincidence? I think not.
Coincidence? I think not.
Every time you say that, I think back to that character from The Incredibles.
That's exactly what I'm referencing.
I love that movie.
That face.
Look, he moved. It's like, where? Look, and he shows the TV interface. He moved.
And I love the expressions on everybody's face.
It's like, what?
They're just like, I didn't see him move right there. And a part of me is just like, why don't you just put the video in slow motion? But anyways.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Why did Cars get a sequel and that hasn't?
And that hasn't, right?
Because Hollywood is diseased.
Because Hollywood is full of a bunch
now they've made planes.
I can't believe that's fucking getting made.
Oh my God!
It's done.
When I saw the poster, I thought it was a joke. I was like, "Oh, that's funny." Oh shit, it's really there.
Oh, that's a funny.
And you see, that's not like Sharknado, where I'm kind of rooting for a sequel. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Holy shit, it's actually getting made."
It is so disgustingly commercial. I'm just like, what the fuck has happened to Pixar, man? What the fuck?
And have you seen the trailer? It's pretty much exactly what you think it is. It's cars with airplanes.
It's cars with airplanes. It's exactly what.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It's essentially JJ the Jet Plane.
Yeah. I remember that show.
You guys remember JJ the Jet Plane?
I remember that show.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I ever liked it.
God bless
JJ the Jet Plane.
God bless Canada. Me. God bless Canada. Early 8 a.m. Saturday mornings. But
they had that on.
Yeah, I watched it.
I remember this weird period where I
oh
don't know
God,
if you guys remember.
I didn't remember it until I just looked it up on Google. Oh my God.
Oh God.
All right, so here's the thing. I remember this weird period. You know, of course, you had all these shows about animate, vehicles. You had Thomas the Tank Engine. You had Timothy. What was it? Theodore the tugboat. The tugboat one. The one that had Richard Carr in it.
Oh God, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
From Home Improvement. And then you had what was the other one? There was one with cars in it. I don't remember what it was called. And then of course you had JJ. There was this weird period where for a brief time,
and no,
JJ.
Bill, I have to say this. No, that did not inspire my character's name in Forest of Blood. It did not. It did
JJ
not.
the Jet Plane. But there was this weird period where JJ the Jet Plane was done in the same style as Thomas the Tank Engine with models. And I cannot find this anywhere. I can't find those episodes where it's done in models.
The only reason why I enjoy Thomas the Tank Engine because everything's in like little miniature models, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, you watch it for nostalgia, but like, and it doesn't hold up.
Oh no, God no.
But I cannot. Maybe I imagined it because I remember this episode where JJ used to be brown. I remember this from when I was a kid. I remember very, very vividly. That's not the right word. Vividly.
I remember it very vaguely.
I remember very vaguely.
I remember very vaguely how descriptive I can make it. Oh, that's an oxymoron. But no, you guys are gonna find this funny. I was introduced to JJ the Jet Plane the first time I saw Godzilla 1985. I bought the VHS tapes on the same day.
Oh my god.
Isn't that funny? And I remember as soon as I got finished watching Godzilla 1985, I watched JJ the Jet Plane. And very, very different things, might I say?
You're fucking weird.
This never struck me as a child, but these characters are pretty fucking creepy. They have these terrible CG faces on, and I'm looking at Google Images right now, and I think I'm gonna have nightmares.
Well, no, it's not even, this was even before it was CG.
Teletubbies. Teletubbies was the one that gave me nightmares.
I remember this episode where JJ used to be brown, and he backed into like a barn or something, and it scratched his paint job, and it got turned blue, so they painted his entire body blue. Does no one else remember this?
He became a member of the Blue Plane group.
And he decided to become a Dark Avenger of the Night.
Wait, so they painted him brown, you say?
No, he was brown, and they painted him blue.
Why are we talking about JJ the Jet Plane?
Why not talk about JJ the Jet Plane?
Seriously, though, look at this face.
It's
Look at
so
that face.
creepy.
It's a face that only mommy can love. It's a face that only Michael Jackson.
I wouldn't go that far.
But I remember they had a real person on the show too. There was like a person who got CG'd into the show.
Oh no!
And they.
Yeah. Never mind. I remember JJ the Jet. Oh my god.
That fucking song was in my head.
It's gonna give me fucking nightmares. I'm gonna put it as my wallpaper just to scare me.
Oh god, one of the names of one of the episodes is called Big Jake's Birthday Surprise.
I just want to say right now, guys, I'm gonna send you a link to this fucking thing.
Okay.
Fucking helicopter.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Look how creepy that thing is.
I know.
Oh my god! That's horrible.
That's creepier than Gandalf's smile at the end of Return of the King.
I'm gonna post a picture of this in the video. Look how fucking creepy that is. Here's my question. What the fuck is he looking at, and why is he smiling?
He looks like he's about to rape somebody.
That looks like a rape face.
I think that might be from the episode Big Jake's Birthday Surprise.
Hey, Big Jake, you want your birthday surprise? Oh, not really. Well, too bad.
We got
dun, 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 dun.
We got you something for your birthday. What is it? It's rape.
It's rape.
I'm gonna clean out your fuselage, Big Jake. What?
I'm gonna deforest your Kelly. Oh, sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
I've been waiting for that forever.
at this. I'm gonna post this one up. Look at the second one. That Dylan posted on.
JJ.
Look at that face.
What's wrong with his eye?
It looks like he just got jizzed on.
Oh, now the story's coming together. I think the helicopter just raped him.
Just jizzed in his mouth.
Conspiracy theory. That's what's going on. Okay.
Here's my question. What the fuck is the point of having a plane in this universe if you can't put any fucking people on it? There's no room in that thing for a person.
Oh,
Who built these things?
Just gonna have like and shit.
See, this is my problem. This is my problem with the Cars universe. Who built these things?
How the fuck is it possible? You know what? Maybe it's like the creation myth that there was like this.
My God.
What?
Oh, you guys are gonna kill yourselves.
If it's the same picture I just found.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Why does that plane have a tooth?
He's watching the rape.
He's watching the rape.
He's like,
so
oh.
Bill, all these pictures that we're sending to each other, you need to put in the video.
I will put them in the video.
Oh.
This is too funny.
Oh.
Look at that face. He looks disturbed, yet also kind of turned on by it.
I know.
What was the helicopter's name? I don't remember.
I don't fucking care because it's so creepy. I don't know why I watched it.
How creepy is it?
The only reason why I ever watched JJ's jet plane because the human character, what was her name, Brenda Blue, reminded me of my 5th grade teacher, and she was so fucking hot.
Oh, really? No.
Really?
I did not watch it for the cartoons. I watched it for the babe.
You watched it so he could jerk off his 5th grade kid.
Oh my God! Look at the woman. Look at the female plane.
No. Oh.
Oh.
You guys, look at this.
Oh my God! That plane's name is Snuffy. Why?
What the fuck?
Why are we talking about JJ the jet plane still?
Why not talk about JJ the Jet? Holy shit! Look at that. He looks like he's watching like tits in the air. He's like, look at those tits. Who the fuck created these things? Okay.
It's the Canadians, I'm telling you.
Hang on.
I don't know
There's
what the
a
hell they're
difference.
smoking, but I want some.
Hang on, Adam. There's a difference between sentient cars
Yes.
and trains, planes, and boats with faces on them.
I know.
There is something disturbing about that. Who the fuck makes these planes with human faces on them?
Well, I'll look that up for you right now, according to Wikipedia. John Semper.
Well, hang on. Here's the thing. This show has to have a dark origin story.
It needs to, we should totally make a Dark Knight version to this.
A Dark Knight version of JJ the Jet Plane. Well, here's the story. So there's this fucked up scientist who was obsessed with planes and thinks they're sexually attractive.
Oh God.
So in order to have intercourse with them, he cuts off human faces, lets them bake in the sun so they inflate, and then puts them on these planes.
Okay,
The human single-handed plane.
No, listen here. Bill,
I'm listening.
This isn't Richard Dahmer. Okay? We need to make something more creative than that.
You guys, if I can just interrupt, okay. Look at this, and tell me what it looks like is going on.
Oh God!
Wait, it gets better. It gets better.
Oh.
That silver plane is Big Jake.
It is a conspiracy theory to pollute our childhood minds.
Where the hell are
Oh
you finding
God!
these pictures?
Look at that. Guys, and look how much older he looks.
Oh man,
Big Jake, his face he's just like, oh no, he almost looks like he knows what he's doing is wrong.
See, we had it all wrong. Big Jake is the one who's handing out his own birthday surprise.
He's giving it out to all the planes.
Yeah, it's a muffler full of jizz. Anyway.
He only comes on his birthday, literally.
Oh, literally.
He comes on his birthday, and, like, he's just like, everyone, who wants a piece of Big Jake? And they're all just like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, here's the thing. Look at Big Jake's face. It's not even the face of a rapist. It's the face of an accidental rapist.
No.
I think what happened here is he's just like, oh, God, no. But he can't stop himself, so he just keeps going.
Because it just feels so good. And JJ's muffler is just so tight.
Oh, Christ.
No, I think he's going in dry. I mean, look at his face. Look at JJ's face. I think he's going in dry.
Oh, clearly. It's just clearly no lube in that fuselage.
Yep.
Now, here's my question. What the fuck is he doing him with? What part of the plane is the equivalent of the plane's penis? If the fuselage is the anus, what is the penis?
Do planes have a crankshaft?
Actually, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I know because I slept with one.
Oh Christ.
There, I just raped your mind.
No, this show already raped my mind.
No, well, it raped my mind. They say you have to shove everything back in my face. Bastards.
This podcast has become very homoerotic.
You guys, I just found the number one
Fine with me.
Sharknado. I just found the number one Sharknado sequel that needs to happen.
What?
Sharknado with JJ. That needs to happen. That needs to happen.
Bruce.
Bruce. That's the new plane, Bruce. Oh, Christ. So yeah, this is the dark origin for JJ the jet plane. This scientist attaches faces to planes in order to bring them, and then he steals the souls of children and puts them in the plane so he can raise them. However, so he has sex with one of the planes, right? One of them.
Like you do.
As you do. He fucks the plane, and the plane gives birth to a half-human, half-plane hybrid, which is none other than Brenda Blue.
Oh my God.
So Brenda Blue is half woman, half plane.
Bill, this is genius.
This is genius. So she's technically
we can sell it to the 13-year-old demographic.
So Brenda Blue is technically a transformer then, because she doesn't look like a plane. Only when the moon is full does she change into her plane form, and it's horrifying.
I like it.
Script. Yes, the script is amazing. Oh Christ. Anyway, so that's the dark story for JJ the jet plane, and then they all find out their true origins, and just go on a rampage, murdering everyone in sight. For revenge.
After they've raped them.
After they've raped them. Guys, I got one more picture to show you.
Oh, God.
And you make of this what you will.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. That one's, that's the after sex face.
No, yeah, that's JJ shocked at how much cum the helicopter can swallow.
Well, no. Yeah, well, I mean, just look at how much of that white goo is there. I mean, even some of it's dripping down the freaking runway there. That's ridiculous.
You see that bucket in the background to the left? That's not a bucket full of mayo. That's a bucket full of jizz. A plain jizz. Anyway. So, wow. This has been quite a podcast.
This is the weirdest chat I've ever been a part of.
But that's what makes it wonderful.
Should we end on plain jizz?
I think we'll end on plain jizz. Anyway, so guys, that was the first episode of the Sons of Serizawa Podcast. Woo! Yay!
So if you gain anything from this,
Yay.
know. If you gain any of this, know that if you have nostalgiaism, it gets better. And plain jizz.
You can seek treatment from planes, and they will rape you.
We drifted drastically away from what Bill was originally talking about. That story.
I know. I don't even know if I finished the story, but it's okay. Whatever.
You didn't. We stopped at McDonald's.
All right. So, yeah, the Sons of Serizawa went on for a good while, and then ZGC got canceled, and then I said, hey, let's do a podcast, and you guys were like, okay, sure, woo, and this is where that came from.
And plain jizz.
And
plain jizz.
This was all a conspiracy so that we could talk to you about the real problem of plain jizz.
Screw you, Al Gore, and global warming. It's plain jizz. Nothing to worry about.
There's an epidemic spanning across America.
Just like asshole rats.
Just like, this is the next of the... Asshole rats is nothing compared to this.
The airplane jizz.
There is just people walking around. They could be your friends and family, and inside their anus is buckets of plain jizz.
Plain jizz is also diesel fuel.
There's also, you can use it to power your car or truck.
No, plain jizz is the unpurified diesel fuel. Like, you could get AIDS from that shit. Diesel fuel you can't get AIDS from.
While it's also an epidemic, it could also solve our oil crisis and our search for a new source of fuel.
I see.
Maybe we can start milking planes for their jism to use as fuel
instead of pumps at a gas station.
It's just plane cock. And you have to stroke it to get the fuel.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! This is gold. This is why. See, guys, can't you see why I wanted this podcast to happen?
No, I can't, because we're talking about fucking plain jizz.
No, it's because we're talking about plain jizz.
So this was your plan the whole time. I see how it is.
No, I think it's funny. I think that it's entertaining. And people
out there to talk to everybody about plain jizz.
Everyone out there.
Why didn't we listen?
We should have done this sooner.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's essentially it. Is there anything else you guys would like to mention before we wrap up?
Other than check out Compound Chaos and like me.
Well, I mean about what we talked about the story of the Sons of Serizawa. Anything I forgot, David? I know you said I didn't finish. What didn't I get to?
I forgot.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. I forgot. I don't know. That doesn't really matter. That's okay. So we're gonna wrap up here. But before we do wrap up, I just want to say, we're going to set up some kind of page or some kind of email. You know what? Fuck it. We don't really need it. If you guys have any questions or any topics you want us to discuss in the next Sons of Serizawa podcast, we'll try and get to them. If you want to send us a message, you can send it to my YouTube channel or their YouTube channels. Be sure to subscribe to Adam Noyce, SuperDM64, and Gorzard10.
But mainly me.
But not mainly. Mainly me. Even though if you're watching this, you probably already subscribed because, why wouldn't you? Adam produces some amazing stuff, and not enough people are watching, so go check out Adam's stuff. His stuff is spectacular.
Especially my movie stuff.
Adam has a movie coming out. Adam, okay, go ahead. Promote your movie.
Yeah. So, first, there was Forest of Blood, FOB. Abbreviations, FOB, FOB. And then, there was Lake of Death, LOD. And now, there is Compound of Chaos, COCK. So watch COCK.
Hey, no, Adam, it's like, this kid gets home from the movie theater, and his mom's like, oh, hi, honey, what'd you just go see in the theater? Mom, I just saw COCK.
What?
And she's like, what?
So Compound of Chaos.
Oh, no, honey, no, we have to... Oh, God, dear, I'm so sorry.
Now we have to bring you to church to purify you.
They just dump him in holy water and just like, the Christ compels you. Christ compels you. Anyway, Adam, I'm sorry.
But anyways, yeah, it's the final movie in my zombie trilogy. It's my final movie of my high school career too, and it's really large. We really went all out with this movie. A lot of upgrades in terms of makeup, in terms of camera work, in terms of cinematography, in terms of acting. So you guys really need to check it out. Watch the trailers in Chopper Pilot 5. And there'll be more videos coming pretty soon. I think I'm in the process of making a featurette. And make sure you spread the movie and word around. I need all the help I can get with this film. Because unlike Lake of Death, this movie actually had a budget, and I need to make money. So I need to make money so I can pay some people off. And I'm not meaning that in the illegal way either. I had some backers.
I gotta pay some people off. No, you know what I mean.
I had some backers. Therefore, I need to help pay them off. Or give them their money back. So please, spread this word around. Yeah. Support the
Adam, are
movie.
you monetizing it?
What?
Are you monetizing the video?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, I was like, how are YouTube viewers going to help you get money? Oh, okay, it makes sense now. Anyway, so, David, anything you want to whore yourself out for, or?
Other than you need to upload more of the fucking 15 favorite kaiju films. Now.
Oh, I'm down to the last 3. Don't worry. Last 3.
Upload them.
Anything else you want to whore yourself out for?
I wanted to whore out Toho Nation, but it's starting to become a little too crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name, or her name. I don't know what it is, but there's a certain someone on that page who just keeps spamming that damn page with pictures.
I
and
know.
I'm considering.
We were talking about them.
I'm considering kicking this person out, but then I would feel like,
I would kick him off.
So, vote?
I would kick him off. I don't have a heart.
Well, yeah.
Just be like, dude, stop. Anyway, so I have an announcement I want to make at the end of this video. It's very, very tough, so hopefully you guys will bear with me through the story. Okay, so it's August 3rd right now while we're recording this, and this is probably going to go up tomorrow. Okay, so August 5th, guess what was supposed to happen? I was supposed to start Bondapalooza on Monday, August 5th, just like I had done for Godzilla Palooza. Started the first Monday of the second week of August, or the first full week of August. And I really wanted to do it. I was so excited to start Bondapalooza. I was buying the DVDs. I was writing the promo. I was planning stuff out. I was so excited. And then a bunch of things came up. I found out I had to do certain stuff for my college I'm going into starting next September. That was going to eat up some time. I've been working on getting my driver's license. I've been working in general. I've been working at my job, and I've been picking up a lot in how long I have to be there.
And you still haven't got laid.
Fuck you. Working on that as well. No,
He's trying to get some airplane pussy.
oh, God. No, according to what we've been saying, some airplane.
Goes back to airplane jizz.
It always goes back to airplane jizz. So everyone, I am very sad, and I'm also going on a massive family vacation in 2 weeks. Even bigger than last year's, which last year I went on vacation and trucked through a whole week of Godzilla Palooza on vacation. So, yeah. So guys, I'm canceling Bondapalooza.
I am canceling the apocalypse. Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm canceling Bondapalooza. Just things are just not going well right now in terms of schedule. I've been dealing with a massive amount of shit in my personal life that I can't really talk about. And guess what? None of it has even been happening to me. It's been happening to some of my best friends, and it's heavy. And I have to be there for them, and I want to be there for them. So I think that I kind of need to back away from major movie reviews for at least for August, because they deserve my attention, and I can't give it to a fictional character. So I'm canceling Bondapalooza, at least for now. It's definitely going to happen in November. It actually kind of became a blessing. I think I'm going to do it in November because that's the month Bond is always associated with anyway. So it kind of makes more sense to do it in November. I don't know if you guys agree. Maybe you're just like, fuck you, do it now. So I'm gonna save Bondapalooza for November. To make it up to you guys, I think what I'm gonna do is instead do a Jaws review miniseries. Just to kind of try and make it up, because of course this coming week, fucking Shark Week. So check out Shark Week. So in honor of that, and to make up for the fact for a lack of Bondapalooza, I'm going to be doing shark reviews. I'm going to review all 4 Jaws movies. That'll be manageable. I can do that in a couple days. It would be the same length of time as my Jurassic Park series. So I'm canceling Bondapalooza, pushing it back to November. And for now, just going to do normal stuff. I'm so sorry. A lot of people were really excited about Bondapalooza, and I'm so sorry I'm canceling it. But just stuff gets in the way. I'm really sorry, guys. Hopefully you all forgive me and continue watching my stuff. But with Bondapalooza getting canceled, it kind of is a mixed blessing. So while I don't have to worry about reviewing 24 James Bond movies, now I can put more attention on getting out the Godzilla Gang Return of the King, which will probably be coming out right before I go on vacation. Because I have the thing has been shot, all the voice acting is done except for a couple of roles here and there. But most of the voice acting is done. Now I just have to film the green screen stuff and film some live action stuff, and then it'll be all set to go. So look out for that right before I go on vacation, so right before August 24th. Again, super sorry about Bondapalooza, but just, stuff. Anyway, so I think that's everything. So the only thing else to work out is the schedule for Sons of Serizawa Podcast. So I don't know if you guys would be okay with this, but I think that since we're just talking about bullshit, I think we could pull this off bi-monthly. Do it twice a month.
Oh, bi-weekly.
Oh, bi-weekly, right.
You said bi-monthly.
Sorry, so I mean every other month we do it. No. So how would you guys feel about doing a bi-weekly, is it? We do it every other week.
That works for me if we can pull it off. So.
How about you, David? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, works with me.
Adam?
Well, duh, I have no life.
Oh, awesome. I was like, they're still not going to...
He recorded a 6-hour video about Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah. So now I need to horror that out. So if you're a fan of Mass Effect, like me, make sure you check out my new series coming out where I do nothing but talk about the Mass Effect trilogy as a whole. And what was going to be a 6-hour-long video, I decided to make a smart thing and literally chop it up into parts. So the first video has been uploaded. It's called the Mass Effect Trilogy, The Universe, which is me talking about the overall universe and my thoughts on it. And the next part will be uploaded start being uploaded tomorrow, as well as my lines for you, Bill.
Right, yeah. Adam is, of course, playing Gigan in the Godzilla Gang. So
I am not just Gigan. I'm the Gigan.
The Gigan, yes. Adam, of course, plays Gigan in the Godzilla Gang, and David plays Hedera. Dillion is my co-writer, and I am, of course, the Godzilla Gang itself and the head writer. Although Dillion kind of took the reins for this season, as you'll see.
For the majority of it, yes.
Yeah, he kind of took the reins, which was it's amazing. I think you guys all really enjoy it. Especially when you guys start getting the scripts, and we start pushing forward on the Godzilla Gang. Anyway, so that's going to do it for the Sons of Serizawa Podcast, number 1. Thank you very much for listening, and tune in 2 weeks for the next episode. Same cast, same, overall structure, just talking about nothing.
And playing jazz.
Anyway, so I'm Zazubaar.
Borzard.
Adam.
Super DM 64.
Yeah. That was really awkward.
That was really awkward.
Really awkward.
We need to figure our order out.
Right. So, all right. Well, let's figure it out now.
Well, I was just going by CGC.
Well, all right. Fine. It's me, David, Adam, and then Dillion.
Okay.
Let's do it again. I'm Zazubaar, aka Bill.
I'm Gorazard.
I'm Adam Noyce.
And I'm Super DM 64.
And that was really awkward as well. Anyway,
we will work on this. We will work.
We will work on this.
I have the most boring name.
Mine is Bill Worster. That's even worse.
No, like you have Zazubaar, Gorazard, Super DM 64. Mine used to be Trumpet the 5, but now it's just Adam Noyce.
Well, yeah, I think for this podcast we've kind of established we're going to use our real names for most of it, but for our YouTube stake. We'll use our YouTube names. Anyway, so that's it for the Sons of Serizawa podcast number 1. We are the Sons of Serizawa, and of course, the science is sound.
Most sound.
Most sound. And that's it.